couple seconds, and we should
live?
be live already. Hello everyone, it's
I'm
been a
gonna
long
move the
time.
camera so you can see me more.
Yeah. Okay, we're live. We've been not around for a long time. Now back. I'm sure that you weren't expecting me to see here, but I am here in behalf of Stanislav. You can also ask the questions you wanted to ask Stanislav, and I'll try to also answer your questions that is directly related to the Reality Rush itself. And yeah,
Yep.
we have
So-
Maciej with us as always.
I'm here. So basically, we had like a couple last minute changes. Stasha got sick. He is at home. I hope he will get better. He said maybe 2-3 days he'll be back in the office, but let's make sure he recover. So that's why at the last minute here, Mihaela came in because I'm very green with all this technology stuff. YouTube, I'm like not into influencing myself or whatever. So I need a guy to be here helping me. So today we have a double AMA. I know that I haven't been here for a few months. I heard that 90% of the people in our community kind of panic because of we were not giving that much communication we used to. I mentioned we will be busy. I also feel like, well, we should go back to the monthly AMA. It's because it also helps me to prepare all the material, like what we actually accomplish. Shows to the team that looks, we are actually doing a good job. I also tell you, community, that you might feel like, wow, 3 months passed and nothing new happened. But actually, when I will show you a roadmap, we actually achieved almost everything that we planned to, and some more. Without further ado, we will have a first half of the AMA on Reality Metaverse. We will talk about the upcoming stuff, upcoming roadmap, token performance. You can see right there behind me. It's how the tokens performing. Some of you might be really upset. Some of you might be looking for the opportunity to buy. We'll talk about it, like the market condition. I had our analyst Tomek do the major research of over hundreds of tokens, and he did comparison how the market behaving in compared to Reality Metaverse and RMV token. We'll talk about what's our plans for the very near future. I will have a sneak peek of the new game. I'm not gonna mention the IP today yet because I decided let's leave that video on record. Let's leave the video on YouTube for those that can comment, but you'll be able to probably guess what's happening. And I will then move to the second part where we talk about Reality Rush, Reality Engine, which is a Rush engine that we are developing, and at the end we will talk about what's upcoming inside the game and all the games. All of you probably want to hear a little bit about Weather Challenge, a little bit of the Donald Trump ad, what's happening, are we abandoned this project or what, so without further ado, let's start. So big September project update. We will try to do it every month, mid of the month or so, and that's me. I'm the Chief Development Officer of the Reality Metaverse. I'm also CBDO for Reality Games and game designer for the Reality Rush. So if you don't like the game, you can, you don't have to blame me here, that you can blame me. We had a couple changes in economics. That's the reason, because we overstretched ourselves when the initial game design was set up. It was supposed to be for the end of the game. Then we have to move economy back and forward, and we're still going to make
But we're
improvement.
almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Not so many left. Actually, we're coming close to the final version. We have just a couple features left, but still, the community, the early adopters, will be the most
The sound is
benefiting.
bad, like they say. So can we do something with the sound?
Sound. Right now, I cannot do much, unfortunately, but we can talk louder, and it should do that.
All right, we will talk louder, guys. And I will ask somebody to bring me more water. It's a 2 hour so talking, but I hope you can hear me better. If not, we will take a pause and try to find a better solution. We haven't been doing this for a couple months, so our bad.
You got rusty.
Yep, we got rusty. All right, so let's do it. So I will take over the mouse. The mouse is the power. And I want to remind, because I see so many new people here and they've been playing Reality Rush, they come here and they would like to know what is Reality Metaverse. Like, some of you never been on the Reality Metaverse. So very quickly, review. Reality Metaverse is a company. We are the company of that represent the entire ecosystem, Reality ecosystem. Reality Rush, the game, is the part of the ecosystem. We have games. We have the Web 2 games. We have the Web 3 games, and all of them generating revenues. 30% of the revenues we then switch to the owners of the NFTs that you might buy on the Reality Metaverse website. So as long as you own the NFT, you will receive part of all of our games revenue. So this is the deal. And this is like passive income. You'll be able to earn more. Our job is to make more games, better games, and use the 3D models that we have for our projects to put them into games. So we are more like a game publishing company that share profit. Instead of going to Apple and Google and share 30% revenue with them, we share it with our community. So this is what Reality Metaverse simply does. And because of that, we have a mobile games. We send 30% of the tokens to Reality NFTs, and the users have options to either sell the token, buy more NFTs, or stake it for more rewards. But because of that, we always have a steady demand for the token. Right now, we see the token price going down. Mainly, it's about the reason is because of the whole market conditions. So we will talk about it in a sec. And our goal is also to convert Web 2 games to Web 3. We feel that it's an upgraded experience. You can, for example, in Landlord Go, you can play a geolocation game, but you can add royalties, you can add NFTs, you can get DAO, you can get trading and true ownerships. It's more like a better experience for the player. Web 2 players still want to have a fun. They expect good UX and UI, but what's the gratification? Well, Web 3 might thinking more about plans for fun, plus plans for what can I do with my asset, my digital asset, and what will happen to my assets if I play this game, if I interact with the ecosystem. So this is the difference mainly for the Web 2, Web 3 gaming. One of the games that we are releasing is a weather challenge. So this is part of the Reality ecosystem. And again, 30% of all the revenues here will go to the royalties that will be paid in RMV token. So this game is almost ready for you to show, to see white paper, game design. You will be able to probably see the early access of the game in October, as we promised. Here, early designs. However, weather challenge will become a little bit more than a weather competition game. Will become a farming game as well. So be able to have your own land, farm. Weather is important to get, and you'll be able to challenge other players on the weather to get boosters in the games, and of course RMV token as well. So let's talk about roadmap. Since we were not here for Q2, so last time was in the Q2, we haven't finished updating you about what were happening inside the company. And some of you might think, all right, did we abandon the project? What's happening? Why Reality Metaverse recently it's not so busy or so loud? Because a lot of things are happening. It's under the hood. You don't see that, but it's still a development. But look at that. In Q2, we promised you NFT of the day, of the week, and we have done it. C Collection. It's one of our best performing loot box. We have done it. Communication, PR, and increased BD team. We have done it. As you can see, probably John Burke is running around with different projects and doing different kind of collaboration, especially for the games. RMV staking, you can stake the token, and this week we're opening phase 2. So get ready. Phase 2 will be open this week, probably as soon as tomorrow. So if you have some tokens, I'm planning to have more staking. The phase 2 will be open tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe it's tomorrow. Yeah. Weather challenge Genesis was done. It was performing really nicely. We had a news page, the landing page, and website structure. We moved to Q4. We haven't been able to finish it. The reason why is because we decided to focus on something else. I will show you in a moment. And we did announcement of 50% of the token freeze, which we increased the token supply from 5 years to 10 years. If you look deeply in the Notion page about the tokenomics, you will see there are changed. And the game staking, trumpet staking, reverse staking, weather chance staking, as we promised, was also complete in the Q2. So we're busy, but in Q3, sorry it's small. I know it's quite a lot. We did overextended ourselves, but most of the stuff that we promised for Q3 is either done or almost done. The yellow stuff, it's almost there. So let's talk about roads. So we have right now cities, we have NFTs, we have countries, but the major part of the Royalty NFT that we wanted to add is famous roads. And we have done it. We have not implemented yet. Maybe within a day or two, I will show you on Discord how the roads look like, so you have an idea how it's going to be. And it's going to be extremely fun to do, because they're not going to be like expensive. It's not going to be like thousands of RMV. You will be able to get it with like prizes from other games. So we are going to have like the mini start level for the NFTs that you can own, like based on the famous roads. We reached 330 FNFTs, so this is also done, and we increased the analytic teams. Analytic teams also, we mentioned that we increased the dashboards on Dune. So those behind me are the dashboards, so it's also done. We did for our financial team allow them to have a new accounting software. They did their homework, then apply to it. They're still processing this. It's important because when you are in the real company in European Union working with Web3, it can be chaotic with all the payments in tokens, and you have to actually later go to the tax office and explain this. This is key to have the accounting software. Trumpet Genesis, Reverse Genesis were not implemented. The reason why it's on you guys. You didn't complete the staking. So I hope that when Weather Challenge staking will open up in October, you will focus on at least one of the games, so we can move ahead with the Genesis. The point website overdue was done. We haven't offered prizes yet there for points that we generated, but you will receive them soon. And in roughly a week, Genesis owners, you will receive new rewards for September. So that's also done. Gamification of Reality Metaverse, we decided to move to Q4. The reason why, because we decided to work on the Reality engine, the Rush engine. So we think this is a better opportunity for us to become the leader on the Telegram games. So that we wanted to not just make a game, but also an engine. That's why the gamification of the website moved to the Q4 or Q1. Tax system is not implemented yet. So when we feel ready, we do it. DAO for exchanges, we wanted to ask the community for exchange, but it wasn't needed. We are gonna have to be listed on KuCoin. So we will have like options like for example KuCoin and 2 small exchanges. So actually KuCoin was faster, came back to us and said we want to list RMV token. So we just went ahead with this. You should be getting your swaps within this week, I believe. They're doing the testing on the swap system, and then after that trading will reopen on KuCoin. I'll go faster because I don't have much time here. Token collateral will move again to Q4. New decks we have done. It should be announced this or next week probably. We still have like 3 weeks in the September. Trading tournaments will be on KuCoin. Crypto poly staking, we decided to move it away because we had Reality Rush staking, so it's just one-to-one exchange. Trumpet staking, the token. Well, because the staking is not done, we didn't release the token. So guys, stake more. You will give a signal that you want that game, because right now it's 7 out of 20 million. We do not know if you want the game. Like, people come to me and say, everybody expect trumpet, donut trumpet to come up, but you know, when we see only 40% of the staked, it doesn't give us a signal that you guys want it. You know, so we don't really know if we should focus on this or we should focus on, for example, Reality Rush. So let's give us a signal. Give us a signal. Can I listen to individuals talk as a DAO, as a community? LGO start to fix. Yes, we start to fix it. We promise we will do it in Q3. We will start it, and Q4, Q1 we should have completed the changes on the Learn Go, and update the white paper, new pitch, update tokenomics. You will see that before end of this month. So yeah, lots of stuff we are working on, but those additional stuff that we didn't include in the original roadmap that I shared with you, right? And those are Reality Rush game. The game came out of nowhere. It's really, it wasn't planned. You know, we saw an opportunity that Telegram is happening. We took it. Initially, we think it was going to be 2 weeks design, and you know, we decided, you know, like 2 weeks. Let's make a tougher game. It's a good marketing. Maybe some people will come to Reality Metaverse, but we got hooked with the game to the point that we decided to develop an engine, so that engine can develop hundreds of games per year. So I will talk about this later, but once the engine is fully completed, we could ship a game at least once a month, and this is important. You know, so the white paper, game design, tokenomics, marketing was not included for the roadmap for Q3. We did it. You know, Wheel of Fortune on the Reality Metaverse wasn't included. It's something that we decided to do it, and there are still some issues there we are fixing on the analytical side. You know, your token are there. You know, they will be updated. If some token were missing, you get one big bonus once everything is fixed. So just keep playing it, and we will have a new Wheel of Fortune where you'll be able to get NFTs instead of tokens, and we're planning to get that inside the Reality Rush. So the more spins you have without missing a day, the higher opportunity you will get to get all the way to tier 0. So free NFTs on us. You know, of course, usually if you just get your first one, you know, and you stop playing, you will get probably like some SEC or NFT or something like that. Introduce new people to the ecosystem. Let them understand what it is. But if you're a hardcore player who play that game every day, you'll be able to amass significant number of NFTs. Of course, they're not going to have to be good NFTs, but if you have a very good streak of, let's say, 50 days in a row, you get like a better reward. We did a Mythic loot box, and here's the thing. Mythic loot box had a USDC inside the cost together with RMV. And I thought, you know, well, we used to have USDC, so it should be easy. Well, but because of we have active dynamic pricing, so the entire development logic was completely changed. And either it looks like a small change that, okay, loot box is in different currency. It took us 3 weeks of development that you don't see it.
Yes. When you open the website for new, nothing changed because you see the same loot boxes, same thing. It is really hard to see any difference, but we basically using 2 contracts and showing listings from 2 contracts and integrated 2 different logic into one thing. Yeah, that's why it took some time.
So imagine that we could basically, because we are using 2 contracts, we could move through there and put entire website on USDC if we wanted to. You know, it's just that how much work you had. You know, like, so You don't see this work because a lot of work is like analytics, for instance, or backend work. It's something that we will not show with you. That doesn't mean that there's no much work. It's so much work that we had to hire a lot of new developers. Like our development team increased by around 400%. So lots of work for us. And let's say on KuCoin, we didn't plan it. It's gonna happen. It was supposed to happen 2 weeks ago. KuCoin had some technical issues. Right now, our analytical token analysts are sending the tokens. Hopefully, will be resolved this week, so we can get listed on Monday, Tuesday. I don't want to do it on weekend, so Monday, Tuesday. If not, Wednesday, Thursday, or 2 weeks later. We will not list on Friday because then and everything can go wrong, right? So here, just very quickly, you saw that 3 months ago. So this is me repeating myself. So I'm not going to even read it. I'm just going to show you this is the stuff planned for Q4. Things are happening in the reality metaverse, and we are at the full speed. So no, we're not going anywhere. And next time I go on vacation, guys, don't panic. I'll be back, all right? So no worries about that. We will start writing the Medium articles again. I love to do it because I love to inform the community what's happening, updates. I'm showing you some stuff that the designers don't want you to see it, but like, screw it. It's fun anyway. I like to share stuff with you. So I'm back, and I'm happy to give you more inside info of what's happening. So you saw it. If you don't see it, take a screenshot, and that's it. Add girlfriend also in raffle prizes list. I can't because my girlfriend will kill me. So I also played the game too much. So we spoke about something that we had in mind. Reality metaverse, and look, if you notice the logo is different right now. It will be reality DA. DA stands for digital assets, and we will stop using words like metaverse. We will stop using words like NFTs. We will use digital assets, and we will use reality ecosystem. However, those brands are still there. They exist, but it's it was popular 3 or 4 years ago, not popular now. A lot of people that when they read, for example, Reality NFT or Reality Metaverse, even if they're end users, they don't want to even take a look. They feel like it's another project that has no future. So this is idea that we are doing, Reality Digital Assets. It's basically focusing on world digital assets, real value assets. And it will be connected into Reality Metaverse, which will focus on whatever we are doing at the Metaverse section. Reality NFTs, basically, we rarely use that logo, but whenever I say Reality NFT, think about those 3D buildings, 3D assets, right? We have the RMV token, we have a Telegram games, and the Rush engine. I don't have a logo for the Rush engine yet, so sorry for that, but it's happening. We have the Reality Academy. It's my long-term goal to have the place to educate Web 2 players to Web 3. Launchpad, we actually have the Launchpad right now because whenever you stake on the game in the Reality website, you actually help them launch it. So it's kind of a Launchpad, but we have big ideas for that because we want to become game publishing, not just our games, but other companies' games that needs funding. They go to Reality ecosystem, they're asking for their funds, you guys fund it, and you get better rewards on that. So that's the rebranding. You'll be starting to see this in the near future. Logo first will change, the wording will change, later the website will become black. So right now it's blue, it will become black. Stuff like will become a little bit more modern. So this is ongoing stuff that it just simply takes time. We have so for now I've been talking about what we did, right? And I will talk about now the stuff that I don't like to talk. My inside advisors tell me, nah, don't talk about tokens because but I see it that a lot of people are panicking. Like every day you go to the office or you see on the screens the price going down. It's not good. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling for us too. We were expecting altcoin season this year, and now I have to say it's gonna be between 1 to 3 years after. So let's talk about token. Let's talk about and see what's happening. And I like to quote it because this is actually the way to make money. One of the richest guy in the world, the best investor in the world, say that if everybody are fearful, this is when you invest. Simple as that. So everybody panicking now. This is the time for you guys to actually think about opportunities to buy low, right? Those are the opportunities for you. So don't be afraid when you see token going down. Look what we are doing. Look at the value we're providing, and then you probably most likely will feel like, most projects will die. Will the reality metaverse be still here in 1, 2, 3 years? Chances are, yep. Mother name is Reality DA. You could say that. All right. So I like to say father company, or parent company, but let it be two. So I will talk about the reality metaverse, right? And if we are looking at the 1 year, it's actually we down 23%, 24%. If you had the NFTs, or if you put in the staking, you break even. So it's not too bad. It's been a shitty year, everybody losing money, but it's not been too bad. Of course, if you bought it earlier, or if you bought it during the spike in March, when I say everybody, watch out, this is not a bull run. Don't burn yourself, If you bought it around here, that will be, I was warning, sell it, the RMV token, don't buy it. Unfortunately, I was right. Too bad I was right, because I wish the price was going up, but this is how the market performed. So we are doing in 1 year. If you bought earlier, it's also not so good, because the project right now it's minus 80% since it started. When we started, it was a bear market, and we just keep getting a bear market. It's like bad luck all the time. So what can I do? We did go to the market. We spent few $1 million to buy back. The market is stronger. We can either spend more money and basically let the whales, the big bots on the exchanges, to keep dumping, because this is what's happening. You will see that price go down, and for example to 8.5 and 8.6, somebody putting a sell order for 2 million tokens. Nobody on the right mind would be doing this right now in the community. The market trying you to panic, so you sell low. So when the altcoin season comes, they will make a spike, and then you will be out of the opportunity. Just be careful with this. It's not just us, it's every single token. I like Sandbox because I used to work a lot with Sandbox back when they were a mobile game. And I just wanted to show you that we are performing almost identical as the Sandbox. They've been in the year minus 18%, right? So in the March, in the spike, they were 2.3x, we were 11x. So we have much more volatility as a token because, well, we are much lower market cap. So of course, they will be more stable. We are going to see those spikes over. So I wouldn't be surprised if the price will still go down by 50, 60%. I wouldn't be surprised if the price go up tomorrow by 100%. It's not that difficult at this moment. We're still building on the volumes. So once we get to the bigger, the stability will be lower. But I spoke this in March. When I was talking about this, everybody was getting hype. Everybody wanted to buy tokens, and I saw some of my friends were buying tokens for 10 cents. I told them, don't do that. This is not a time. This is not a boom market yet. This was that. This is the bull market. This is the altcoin season. You want to expect, you will see this build like almost a year before you will see altcoin season. What we saw here was couple days. It was every single project on the blockchain was performing that way. Why? It's algorithm trading. The algorithm trading, they just want to squeeze as much money from retail users as possible. and then going down. So be careful next time. Seriously, when you see price going up like this, don't jump on the wagon. Wait till it breaks the support lines and then pull back, and then if it moves back to the direction that you are planning to get, this is when you enter, not right away on the pullbacks, guys. This is the only way for you to feel about 70-80% more secure. So remember when I always say I hold my tokens still at least $3, and I tell my teams to do it. That's not changing, even if our token collapses lower. If it collapses, I go buy it, my own cash. Why? Because it's a great opportunity. I really believe in writing Metaverse. So altcoin season, Sandbox during the altcoin season went for 120x, but it happened for like a couple days, then everything collapsed. So I like to compare to the Sandbox because it's easy. They have a nice story similar to ours, but I don't have time to, and I don't want to even bother you making 100 different tokens. So I asked my Tomek, who sits next to me, to do the research of hundreds of tokens, And the research was, take all the projects between January and April from Binance Launchpad and show me the results for this year, January to April. Show me all the top 25 GameFi projects in the crypto since January compared to ours. Show me all the tokens performing, good tokens like Matic, performance, and show me what's happening right now and compared to RMV. So that's what happened. So we have done the research, we found those tokens on the Binance Launchpad from January to April, and look, currently the average is minus 76%. And I myself have been investing in Pixel, in Portal, and AI, and Xi. I did bad, I did bad. So, when we are talking about the 25% decrease since January, we are talking about the best, supposedly the best project they're getting on the Binance Launchpad performing extremely bad. Market condition is just like this. So I know all of you feel afraid, but again, this is what the market wants you to be. Be afraid to dump all your assets for nothing, so somebody else pick it up later. Be careful with this. This is the top 20. Median loss since January to today is 35%. Reality Metaverse is exactly at minus 35%. I don't know which one is our color. Oh, I think he didn't put it here. But you can look at the January now, minus 35%. So we are performing like market. We're just performing like a market. Nothing better about us, nothing worse. We are moving with the market. What about the game tokens? Like other tokens than game tokens or Binance tokens. So we took the Matic performance. Matic strong. I mean, our project is listed on Polygon and change minus 61%. So it's 2 times worse than performance of the RMV or gaming projects. So this is, as you can see, bad situation in the market. How long it's going to be, nobody knows. I'm not gonna predict, but if you ask me if it's gonna have an altcoin season this year, we will not have an altcoin season this year. Maybe in 2 or 3 years, seriously, because it will take about a year to see the momentum increasing, and then we will see the spikes. That's how the market works. And this is example of this example of Ethereum. So we have in 2017 very big spike. Everybody was going crazy and happy, and then end of 2017, sorry, it was dump, right? The market, that's what we had now. But look at this now here, pullback. This is exactly what happened in March. Right now, we had in 2021-22 we had a big bull run, and then we had a pullback right now, but we didn't break it. So it's going down now. It's accumulation season. So we still got to wait. So if we still have to wait, so think about it. 95% of the projects will be gone before Alcon season. Those are not good projects. They don't have an idea for themselves. Some of them are like coming up because of the hype, or because they use the word AI, or they use the word something hyped in the project, and they have nothing to show for. They'll be gone before Alcon season is here. Reality digital asset is not. We are here to stay. We've been surviving through the wars. I mean, the worst time when we were supposed to launch, we launched at the worst time. It was in April of 2023, which is right in the middle of the bear market, And because we went with the Launchpads, we were dumping, the token just never was able to recover. But it's a business decision we had to make, because we couldn't be building without help of the investors. We needed the token to be out. So, yeah, our focus, be the GameFi leader on the market. That doesn't change. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be working on that. If it's necessary, we're gonna go to the banks, loan the money. We'll be here till forever. This is like a life mission for us. So this is what we are doing. Not so worried about. We are not so worried. When I look at the price, I'm like, okay, it's down. It's gonna be up later. Fortunately, we understand how to look at the long-term scenarios. So some people, unfortunately, don't. But remember, if you're here for very quick profit, Reality Metaverse is not for you. If you think about long-term projects that you want to stay in for 3-4 years and really grow, this is it. This is for you. We are extremely communicative. We will tell our community, guys, this is the best time to enter, exit. We care about you. This is when we want our community to success with us. Because this is community-raised project. You are funded. You funded us 100%. We didn't have a big investor who come in. It was the community who invested into us, let us be. So you guys are basically our investors, our advisors. So we are doing this together. And that's it. For the token, like I say, I don't like to talk about it. I don't want to speculate on it. Token is what it is. We will be getting on the KuCoin, which is good side. We removed TabBit today. There was some bad stuff happening on liquidity. We asked the TabBit to remove the trading today. They did. We will check for the next 2-3 weeks what's happening. Then we either put back on the TabBit or not. We want to focus more time on the DEX. So you will see more and more focus on DEX. There was a question earlier. Are we planning to be listed on Binance? Not now. If you ask me about a year ago, 2 years, it was our dream to be on the Binance. Right now, we don't really care. The market conditions is bad. You see what's happening with the project listed on Binance. They are just flying down. We don't need that. Let us focus. When we're ready to list on the Binance, they will come to us. So we don't need to rush it. Reality Rush tokenomics will be in the second section, so just give me a few moments. Now I want to introduce you the game that we're working on. So basically the technology. We have been working this for 10 years. We have been doing this since 2013. So we are good in the geolocation. And we are right now coming into the 3D augmented and virtual technology, which will be adapted into a new game. I cannot show you this. I'll probably be able to do it later this month, but it's going to, you can guess it. You probably can guess it. What you're looking at, that's it, what I'm going to show you. This is going to be a AAA game. We're planning for the first 1 week to have more revenues than Leonard Tycoon and Leonard Go in its own history. So you should see an extremely boost of confidence in token. We have the top partners talking to us to partner with this upcoming game. And our expectation is 200 million downloads in the first year alone on this. So this is going to be huge. Yes, our 3D assets are going to be inside the game. So this year is the soft launch. Soft launch. I know some of you, for example, Paradise. It's I think beta tester of the game, so some of you know it's a really good upcoming project. So digital assets will be used in every single of our game. Every single one of our game will have that royalty generations to RMV. So if your royalties are low now, well, they will get high, right? So I'll just make a very quick of the upcoming few games that we have. So learn or go, use the digital assets and use the royalties for RMV. And Royalty Rush will use its own token called Rush, and you have a liquidity like Rush to RMV. You use the NFTs as a digital assets, and we pay royalties, right? I don't want to read this all, screenshot this, but every game will have connection to digital asset and RMV token. Almost every game will have access to Rush token. So Rush token will be your booster token. So when you invest in the Royalty Rush, the token, it's not like, for example, Notcoin or Hamster that after its airdrop, you don't know what to do with it. Here it has a real tokenomics that it's used in other games as a booster token. So think about like a diamond currency inside the mobile games, right? In the game access, some of you were worried that we are not developing other games. That's not true. Weather Challenge, we plan early access in October. So as we promised, October we will have something to show. You'll be able to play. You'll be able to tell us some bugs, you know. And it's going to be a farm game. It will be a farm game. It will have a PvP elements, not at the beginning. It will be very similar to, it will be on the Rush engine. So the farm will be similar to buildings, but with completely different game mechanics. And you have a completely own Web3 sustainable ecosystem. Donald Trumpet, we're playing this year, this game, and we want to have a coin before election, so that doesn't change. The game might be shipped after the election, but the coin will be there before. And there will be a step counter inside the game. And the Rush coin will be next month. So somebody asked me about the Rush coin, it's next month. All right, and I will talk about a little bit more about Rush coin in the second section. Royalties, just checking in time. I have 2 more minutes for this presentation. Royalties, NFTs. So basically, we decided not to increase royalties from new games for this time being, but instead use the extra revenue that we generate and increase the value of the token. So you will not get less tokens in RMV. You'll be getting this similar number as now, but the value of them will be higher. So think about it, if we increase to 3.5, you'll be getting like 4 times more revenue than now. And then after that, we will use that dollars that we're generating and move back to royalties. So it's starting getting more tokens. But then again, higher price, less token, but we pump more money into ecosystem. We have seen that royalties keep going down. It's because, well, the landlord go needs to have an overdue, and we also see that Royalty Rush, it's still in the early phases. We also, this is important, we are going to stop NFT sales. So you will not be able to buy NFTs anymore. So you only be able to buy from others, from marketplace, or from some new loot boxes as we plan. Daily deals, top deals, NFT of the days, almost all loot boxes sales will be gone temporarily. Why? We want to reactivate marketplace. We want you guys to trade between yourself. When we have a new users from Royalty Rush game or other games, we want them to buy from you, not from us, right? We want to reactivate the marketplace. We want to bring more life to that. When we have more games, we release more NFTs for sale. But for the time being, we are reducing our sales to almost 0. We are giving that back to you. So I feel that should happen probably by Friday, maybe on Monday. I don't like to rush people Friday evening. So if we're not finished on Friday, we'll get it done on Monday. And loot boxes in USDC, we're testing it. currently what we saw is that basically users are receiving royalties and they get more loot boxes, which is fine. We have loot boxes on both sides. I also want to test what happens if we have some loot boxes USDC, and what happens if we, as a company, use the USDC and go buy token back from the market. So it's a test, all right? It took us a couple of weeks for us to make the test. It's a test. And probably we used the wrong USDC. We used something like USDC-C, so this is something that we need to fix it. So we own it, all right? So that's it. 1 minute behind. This was Reality Metaverse, guys. So I would like to pick some questions before we go to Reality Rush, which has some exciting stuff. Reality Rush, you can see some updates almost every single day. You know, this is a lead developer for the Reality Rush. I'm the game designer, so I know almost every single number by heart. So first questions for Reality Metaverse. So, and probably Miherder can pick some and I will be able to answer.
Yes, and don't forget that we will have some prizes as always for the selected questions. So try to be more active and ask questions that will benefit everyone.
Yep, and I have a surprise for you during the AMA for during the Reality Rush. So stay on it. I will tell you a surprise, and then you have to do something. And every of you will also get some rewards inside the Reality Rush within the next couple days.
I see lots of questions related to Rush, but we are not yet in that part. So
I mean, Rush is the part of the Reality Metaverse, so I can take 1 or 2 questions. But guys, token, royalties, upcoming games, you know, upcoming changes, roadmap, you know, hit me.
Okay, we can start with a fairly mild one. The question: what's going to happen to the Genesis collection? Do we have any the additional plans when it comes to our Genesis collection?
Oh yeah, so every game we have a Genesis collection, but the Genesis collection is when we are, you know, in the staking, at least 50% staking complete. We start preparation for Genesis collection, and we are not there yet with Streetverse. We are not there yet with Donald Trumpet. So, you know, guys, vote with your tokens. You know, tell us that you want it, and we will make it happen. Genesis collection itself, it's quite a lot expensive stuff for us to do it. It's, I mean, we are talking about 6 to 7 digit numbers in US dollars to make this kind of event happen. So it's not cheap. So, but it's good marketing for the product. So we'll have it. As for points, we are going to create a table for rewards for the points that you're getting from Genesis collection. And in the upcoming couple days, every owner of Genesis NFT will receive a new reward.
I see a question actually I like. Let's take that one by Nico A.
Okay.
The question is, if there is more than one game that using the same currency, same token, isn't it risky when it comes to having an imbalance in the tokenomics? Because if something goes wrong in one game, it can affect whole ecosystem.
Oh, that's right. We can get ourselves screwed really hard. And we see this. However, no, in our situation, when we say we use RMV in other games, this RMV will be something that you have to spend to get boost, all right? So we are not giving you RMV. You're giving us the RMV. So for example, let's say that you are level 5 in Reality Rush, and up there you spend ton, but let's say you're spending then RMV. You spend RMV to get faster, better, stronger. You don't have to. You can play more, longer, and then you get to the same level, but you can speed up your progress by spending RMV. So actually, it won't affect the ecosystem because you're paying us back to us those tokens. What we're planning to do with those tokens later, we burn them, right? So actually, there will be less supply. However, no. When we have a reward system, like for example, Reality Rush, that you will reward people with some token, we create a new token on top of it. So for example, in Reality Rush will be the Rush token. But what's the point of the token if it has no utilities? So for Rush, it would be a booster token for all the games. So we won't even create a new token if there's no utility for it. That's how we imagine it. So yes, RMV will be implemented in many games, but it is you who send to us, not the other way around. Every game, however, 30% of the revenues that we're generating from every game, right? Either it's in TON, US dollars, RMV, whatever, will go back to royalties. So again, it's revenue from us. So it's part of the revenue we share back to you.
Okay, the next question is about NFT sales by Meg. They're asking if when we say NFT sales will stop, it is only about the Realty Metaverse market, the deals we have on our website, or it will also affect other marketplaces, and will the NFT sales on other marketplaces stop?
Okay, so we cannot stop on the marketplaces. This is you guys straight between yourself. We stopping all the primary sales, almost all. We will always have a loot box for you with the new collections. This is every quarter we need to release at least 30 new NFTs. But other than that, you can trade. You can buy, sell on any other marketplace if you want. On our, you can send to your friends. We won't stop you this. Also, this is temporary. Once we have 4 or 5 games released and we see the royalties increase quite a lot, we release more NFTs. Right now we stop it because even here somebody say, I used to make $12, now I make $2 a day. You know, this is because we have more NFTs on the market, but we didn't have a new game. So let's reduce the NFTs on the market. Let's bring more games. Let's bring your royalties back up. That's the idea.
And one related question asking if there will be a sale on loot boxes before we take them away from the loot box.
Can you repeat?
Will we have a sale discount for the loot boxes before we take out the loot boxes out of the market?
Oh yeah, no, not discounted. No. Basically, one of the reasons why there's so many NFTs on the market is because we have so many discounts, right? But if you have one NFT out of one, you make 100%. If you have two NFT out of two, you're still making 100% royalties, right? So by having two NFTs, by increasing the total supply, it won't really matter. So at this moment, no discounts yet. We are trying to do something different. We're trying to offer ways for you to earn NFTs, not just buy, just earn. We never monetize NFTs ever. So we sold lots of NFTs on our website. We haven't pick even $1 from it. So we always put it back. I want to answer a very quick question to Ahmad. I get the T0, T2 NFT. What is that? Okay, so we released the instant prizes today in the Reality Rush, but we haven't set up the loot boxes on our website that says you have one ticket for T0 to T2. It will be a loot box. You have a lottery, and you will know what NFT you have. Because we haven't done that yet, and you already won it, we will give you the highest tier. So you will have a guaranteed T0 till we implement the loot boxes. So welcome to early access, right?
Yeah, I think he's just a player, maybe even never experienced the Metaverse itself. It belongs to the Metaverse. It is not Reality Rush NFT. And this NFT is giving you royalties, and they have tiers. That's why it's saying it can be tier 0, 1, 2. Yeah, as much as said, since we don't have this mechanism to give one of these randomly to you, we will give you tier 0.
Let's do 2 more questions. And tier 0, guys, it's like Europe or Asia, like Michał just said, makes a lot of revenue. Like if we are talking about tier 0 and, for example, like tier 5 NFT, it can be even 100, 150 times more in royalties.
Yes. Okay. Would you like to move to the next part or take?
That's like 2 more questions.
Okay, 2 more.
And then we go to the Reality Rush.
Okay, one more good question. Are we going to have a Genesis collection for the new games as well, or it was special for the Weather Challenge?
We plan to have Genesis for every game. Maybe different chains, but for every game, yes.
And it is kind of Reality Rush related, but still it is.
All right.
It also involves NFT, so smooth transition. Is there any NFT for Reality Rush in the future, or only token that will be used?
Okay, so yes, there will be NFTs in the Reality Rush. More, we might change all your loot boxes to NFTs at one point. We haven't designed it yet, but most likely when we will have a scholarship system that you will be able to give famous buildings to other players that you don't use, and they play for you, and you get like 30% of their points generation. Chances are we will change it into the NFTs. So you'll be able to trade them also on the market, or you'll be able to transfer to other accounts if possible. It's not confirmed yet. This is something in plans, and even if we decide to confirm it, it wouldn't be faster than a couple months from now. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I think we have a lot of questions, and
all right, let me get some water here.
Okay. We can have a break if you want, short.
Nah, let's. I think those people want to also go play some Reality Rush, so let's not keep them long. I think a lot of them want to see what we have to offer in upcoming version of the game. So let's get started. So Reality Rush, as you can see, we have constant updates to the graphic. If you believe, like 3 weeks ago, and now the graphics is like much better. We are working on it. We about 5% of the game completion right now. So you might see, wow, the game is so rich, but actually it's not. It's very few functions is open yet. So we keep adding them every couple days to here. But if you zoom in, you can see the quality is actually very, very good of those models. So very quickly, what is Reality Rush? I have to do that because some of you are coming from the Reality games, our Reality Metaverse, and you never heard about the game. So Reality Rush is a new game that we released on Telegram. And the mission for you as a player is to build a city and grow it to become like a megalopolis, very big one. And our mission is to become an ecosystem. We want to bring the best, most powerful mobile quality games to Telegram. Most of the games on Telegram are either kind of scammy or they have no game designs. We want to make it better. Why? There's so many users. It's like it's a very amazing market for games that nobody take advantage of. Everybody looking at the Google Play, everybody looking at the App Store, but Telegram has a potential to become one of the leading app stores there. So who comes first? Usually have a first commerce initiative, and we want to take advantage of that. So our vision: be the best, be the really, really, really best inside the games. Our ecosystem currently it's not just one game; it's more than one game. You can see. Right now we're working. I didn't even put here Reality Rush yet, but those are the games that are coming in very soon. And the goal is to have millions of players playing at least one game, and we cross-market all those games. Cross-market to become extremely good ecosystem, so that whenever in the future additional partner wants to join us, they will have to do quite a lot of good business with us to get part of our cross-marketing across. And because of that, all these revenues that we generate goes back to the community. So that's the idea. We want to find the sustainable ways of earning revenues, so that either you have Rush token mining or RMV royalties. We don't believe in a Ponzi scheme. We believe that just because you spend money, somebody else get money. This is not right. We need to look for the B2B partners who actually feel like we are building value. They want to advertise with us, and then we can share that revenue through games. So that's what actually the business model is. So we decided that at the beginning we were creating a Rush game, Reality Rush, And then we think like we got hooked, and we decided, what if we can use what our knowledge is and creating more than just a game? So we started to develop more and more function to the game, like get to the point that we are thinking about the clans, about the PvP systems, about the all different kind of monetizations options, advertising options. Soon we'll be able to connect to Google Ads options, stuff like this. So this is we're creating an engine. And we already have the companies, game companies they ask us to create the games for them. Right now we reject it because we have no time to make it, but in the future we can offer them engine and help them create the game, fast and easy. But also, this is also very important for us because once the engine is good, we can have extremely feature-rich games on Telegram within a couple weeks. So that's the end goal. Be the top of the Telegram, not just one game, ecosystem. Think about like there's a project called Game Me, and one board has a multiple of mini games, and it's pretty cool, But those are the mini games that actually, if they will not give you token, you will not play. We want to make games that you play, regardless if we give you token or not. Now imagine that you play those games because they are fun, and they still give you incentives to play. That's where we want to be. That's where we want to really be, and this is what we are focusing on. And because having that engine, we can create a game on Telegram, on Web3, Web2, website, and even we can put them on Google Play and Apple stores, or even if we are, hardcore, we could put them on the Steam, So it could be a cross-platform. We could use it in the Web3 elements of the engine. So all type of games are possible in the future. It's all about the flexibility. So right now, Telegram offers so much like stopovers. Like, I asked the team, I want to do it, and they say, well, the Telegram bot doesn't allow you to. Telegram bot has a limitation. Telegram this and that. So we are creating solution for this limitation. Like we have to create our own code, our own system to make it extremely rich, to the point that we are able to gonna make that upcoming game on the Telegram. It's going to be possible. This is something that already I spoke with the Reality Games CEO, and he confirmed this is something that they want to do. So we are talking about animation. You look at here, this upcoming tutorial when we are going to teach new users who join the Telegram game and go, for example, to Reality Rush, to go through tutorial to learn what this game is about. Because at the initial point, most people like press it, they see like empty board, they don't know what to do. They don't know that they can win PlayStation, or they don't know that they will be able to earning tokens every 4 minutes, So we're going to have to show them, right? We're going to, we have a different type of games, like game engine, like this tapping game, match game, geolocation games, strategy, card games, casino games, all going to be possible using the engine. So yes, we're doing this slower right now so that we can do faster later, So this is when, so guys, when somebody say, is Reality Metaverse going anywhere? This is where we're going. This is where we're going. This is at the full speed. So I hope you understand it. I hope you understand why we slow down a little bit on like Donald Trumpet to make it. Because then Donald Trumpet we can make in 2 weeks with the new engine. So that's why I'm still confident that we can provide projects on time as promised. We have a Reality Rush as a game. It's a first city builder, when I was looking at these games, the first thing I was thinking, well, those games like cool, like tapping some hamster or like not coins, but what does it have to do with our reality ecosystem? I'm thinking, I love City Skylines too, and probably a lot of you play the City Skylines 2 or 1 as well, and a lot of ideas coming from the game, the city services, stuff like this, they're coming from that. There we have advisors, we have all this kind of technology implemented. So I keep always telling everybody, early game, it's a tapping, mid game, it's improving, end game, you're not going to be tapping. You're going to be doing different things, mini games, And we're planning to have 10 mini games just inside the Reality Rush. Right now we have 2 implemented, so 8 more to go. Engagement is very important because what's happened when you play a game that you are on the Telegram that promises airdrop? What's happened when the airdrop is distributed? Who's going to play the game? Nobody anymore is going to play the game because, well, you got the tokens, time to move to another one. Here, your level matters, because not only that you are going to have always a ability to earn points, to get tickets and win real prizes, then you'll be able to also have a mining every 4 minutes. As long as you actively play the game, you'll be earning the coin. So I don't believe in like one-time airdrop that you get 50% or 70% of the project, drop it and game over. No. Let's us work so that when you get the token, you know, and we're generating the revenue from the B2B, from the business to business, we can slowly increase the price over time of the token while we are burning the tokens that we are buying back, or we are burning the token that we are spending. So we have created in the mining, we have created tokenomics that have almost no possibility for the price to go down for a long period. There will be possibility to the price drop when somebody will dump the tokens, but we should see actually the price moving in the positive direction, because there will be halving on the mining, and there will be also major burning and the buybacks that we use. Honestly speaking, out of 100% that we are going to have revenues for the game, and the revenues are not from the tons that you are making from the watching the ads. This is like 2-3%. The revenues are coming from the task, from the partners. We're going to be sending you to e-commerce. We're going to be sending you to exchanges. We are going to be sending you to Amazon. We are going to be sending you to new mobile games that want to have users to try the game and play for 5 levels. This is where the real money is. And from all this stuff, so 40% of all the revenue that the project generates goes to the mining. 30% of the revenue that it's generating goes to RMV buyback, token, royalties, right? So majority, 70% we are giving away back to the community, but not 100%. That means whenever you use the Rush token in the game, or whenever you are, we are buying back the Rush token from the market, we burn the token. We don't keep it, we burn it. So token supply will get less and less. That's the idea. Will you release a mobile version of this Rush game? Well, it is mobile. I know it's not an APK, but it is mobile. You can play it both on App Store and Google Play. So for now, yeah. If you are not Telegram users, probably yes. We'll see the results after the 1.0 version, because even people asking, can we implement credit card payments? Because not everybody has a digital wallet. So we have this kind of question. So yes, we could probably come up with this as a Web 2 product as well.
Yeah, there's also option to integrate Telegram stars. We can consider it if there will be too much request about it. Even though the wallet and whole ton chain ecosystem is closely integrated with Telegram, some people maybe are hesitant when it comes to using any crypto. For them, we can consider it as an alternative. So it is possible.
Yep, somebody requested yesterday the Telegram stars. I don't want to bother you guys because we already overwhelmed, but this is something written down in the notepad of things to consider to do. PvP, wait a sec. I'll come back to that. So, utility of the token. So we spoke about the token quite a lot, and this is going to be quite big. So I think we remove that. We remove our faces. Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. I will soon show you the whole thing, but Rush will be used for purchasing speedups, boosts, and premium items in games. not just Reality Rush, but most of our games. You know, so for example, if you think about right now, you're spending RP points to get 2 times speed of passive generation. You'll be spending rush token, but you'll be spending less rush token than you'll be receiving. So because you have a mining, you have an in-game task. So for instance, you might get in one day 100 tokens, and we ask you 30 tokens to put back into the different boosts. Those boosts, every time you use it, the token will be burned. So basically, you know, you are burning the token, the supply will reduce. So it's one of the way to start giving the pressure on the price to increase, less supply. Other games like Weather Challenge, you know, Donald Trump, Rush will be as a speed up. And again, other games, it will be burned as well. So some stuff that we are monetizing through Ton will be changed to Rush token as well. So just keep in mind. This is the whole thing. Can we remove our faces here for now or not?
Yeah, you can here. Just
overlay,
click on
yeah?
the up, not the one.
Yeah.
Up, yeah. Bring us back. Yes.
All right, so sound is gone. Okay, I have to come back. So I have to come back, and then you will see our faces. But what can you do, right? You cannot get
They
everything.
already saw it.
But maybe I can put it here, the camera.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, it's better. It's better. Sound or picture? Yes. Okay. No idea how to come up. They say no sound now.
No, we have it. It's
All right.
a delay.
Well, they're just screwing with us, you know, like yeah, good. All right, so you are the user, you are right here, you are the user, and you will be able to complete tasks that our business partners are paying us for them. So, for example, they ask us, we need 10,000 people to go to our upcoming project, upcoming game, check our product, right? And they're paying us, and this is not small money. And then you, by completing the task, you increase your mining duration. So maybe very simple task, maybe 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, but you increase it. So you complete like 2-3 tasks a day, you'll be good for 1 or 2 days of mining. So basically think about it as task to earn. Our job is to looking for the partners who monetize the project, and for you play the game, but from time to time complete some tasks to get the mining, but also in-game rewards. So instead of buying a loot box, you get a free loot box, right, in the game, just by going there, staying there for 1 minute, 2 minutes, and going back, unless you really like something that we found. So this is the idea. This is the ecosystem for the mining. Now, 40% of the revenue generated here, we put in the mining. So I won't be lying. If today we make $100, we share $40 for whole day with the community. If today we make $100,000, we share $40,000 with the community. So this is going to be a forever, right? So this is how the money is going to be work. This is the way for influence our community to do something that hopefully they can. Now, the rewards will be good. We will be getting actually rush token. You'll be getting premium loot boxes, tickets, and so on. Another way to monetize the game as a user is that some of you will be spending Ton. Some of you spending in Ton to get better. They will for the boost, for the PvP end game. You can see this is repeating because here should be different text. I apologize for it. I cannot exit, but here should be loot boxes. Here should be, for example, like premium boosts, and here should be, for example, lucky wheel, instant prizes, stuff like this. So some of you monetize through Ton. That is a profit for a company, and that profit is going back to us, and we're using that profit to go back and buy back the token. The token that we buy back, we burn it. Simple as that. And some of the profit, we go buy back RMV token, so the royalties. Some of the profit we also use for marketing to other games, right? Now, you can also spend the token rush for in-game purchases, like here, PvP, boost, stuff like this. Every time you use rush token, we burn it as well. So this is not a profit for us. This is, you can see the arrow is not going back here, it's going on one way. It's a burning mechanics. You as a user also watching the ads, and we monetize through it. So we again go back and to the market and buy back. The tasks are paid from partners, and the partners send us US dollars, and again we do a buyback. And then you have a ticket system where you don't pay anything for the tickets, you're just playing, and we are able to get you lotteries. When we have more players in the game, the prizes will become better, right? And we will get to the point that those prizes will be donated by a sponsor. So we will have business development people who can go, for example, call Sony and say, hey, guys, we have 100,000 or half million, 1 million users. You can do advertisement for new PlayStation Pro. Why don't you donate 5? We put you on for the 10 days. You can play your video. You can put some information on the product. You can put your link to the e-commerce. But let at least 5 lucky people get PlayStation Pro. So at the end of the day, we will also have the lotteries, fully paid by sponsors. This is the ecosystem. When we ensure that we're not giving away 100% of the tokens that we generate, but only 40%, so we have a reserve to buy whenever there's a dump. And whenever you spend those rush is burned, we can, over time, have less tokens and increase the value of the token through halving of the mining. So a year later, whatever you make in rush, you make half of it. 2 years later, one quarter of it. 3 years later, 1/8 of it, until to the point that there's almost no tokens. Of course, at that time, the cost of the purchases will change, so it become cost less rush. But instead of like total supply of 10 billion tokens, we might have maybe 1 billion tokens in 2-3 years. So that's the idea. So some of you will accumulate the tokens, never sell, never spend. Well, you should see increase of the token value over time. That's our goal. With the RMV, it's different because we are not doing the buybacks, and we are not doing the full buybacks of the tokens, and no burning mechanics. So there was always more supply than demand. Here, on the day 0, there's no supply given to the user. If you want token, you play the game. If you want more tokens to get better, or you want to play other games, you go to the DEX, for example, Uniswap, and swap the token to play more. That's the idea. We don't plan central exchange on the game initially, so there will be no Binance, no KuCoin, no Maxi, no nothing. It will be only DEX, the centralized exchange. Why? We want everything to be on chain. We want to be 100% transparent. We want to ensure that we're not giving free tokens to exchanges, because when we go there, they will ask 5 million, 10 million, 10 billion tokens for listing. We don't want to do it because they will just dump it. We will go there only when they are going to pay us, not we going to pay them. So, we can wait. We're not going to make the same mistakes as we did with the RMV token, because we just lost 2 years of RMV token and we are still in the place that we don't want to be. So that's the idea of the tokenomics. For additional information, so I want to share with you, it's a short more roadmap, so you can have expected you have a new building tiers. There will be artifact tiers, which will offer you tickets, passive income in tickets, and there will be a Titan level of buildings. So it's a platinum version of the buildings. We will not increase your RP points, but will increase your passive generation of Rush token, right? So this will be high, top of the top. I don't expect to see anybody to have a Titan in 1 year. So it will be super hard. No free tokens to influencers either. We're making, the marketing budget is coming from the partners that we sell tasks to. Like I say, if we don't have the dollars, we don't do marketing. We work with you guys we do some events for you to invite your friends invite friends. We will do this marketing, guerrilla marketing. If we have a budget for marketing, it's only because we receive US dollars. No token spending. To the point that tokenomics have no marketing percentage. There's no marketing percentage for Rush token. This is a decision we made. No spending token. Absolutely, the token stays within the community. Going back to the roadmaps. So sorry, I saw that message. Going back to our roadmap. So we will have the unique building upgrades. So if you think about like a role-playing game, you have a character and you have, for example, a helmet, you know, a shoulders piece, a leg piece, a chest piece, you know, boots and whatever. Every building have a slots for different items that you'll be able to upgrade. For example, parking, security, all this kind of stuff. And that will be giving you unique rewards. So famous buildings will be the majority of the gameplay that you will have. We're playing NFT integration. First, we have a cities and countries integration. Famous buildings, we don't know. So we not sure yet, because we will have to come up with the system that has upgradable NFTs. And this is something that, well, you will cry because of the gas fees. So we don't know yet about the unique buildings yet. PvP systems with heroes, you have that basically what will happen is that you'll be able to attack a player, and I used the wrong word before, because I was saying that you'll be able to steal their tokens, but actually you're not stealing anybody's tokens. Your tokens are secure in the vault, but when you don't play the game, you are generating the tokens behind the scenes, but you're never gonna get those tokens because you didn't play the game. So you don't have an active gameplay. However, a player that attack you and win will be able to get those tokens that you will never get it anyway for not playing. So think about, like, I'm attacking you for the opportunity cost that you not playing. So this is the idea. So we are not promoting any type of, stealing, any part of, bandits or whatever. It's basically you are playing against other players, for opportunity cost that they messed up, So somebody will get rewarded. So if you don't want your token that you could earn, but you didn't because you didn't play the game. As simple as that. We will have a clan system. This is very cool because we will get to the point that we will have Paragon levels, and we will get to the point that first X users on the Paragon level will have a NFT of the country. So for example, if there's like 200 plus countries in the world, so there will be only 200 plus NFTs. And if you own that NFT of the country, you're the president of the country. So there will you'll be like some type of integration that all the cities under your country will be some kind of clan of you. Of course, because this is NFT, you can transfer to other player or sell it. Those should be quite. You will receive it for free, but this should be quite valuable because there will be only 200 something of them in the ecosystem. Research tree will happen. Research tree will have its own currency with the Rush token. Of course, there will be also inside the game you will have like a famous premium city services that will not give you RP points but give you something else. So this is upcoming. Check the white paper often. probably by the next week we will have more updates in the white paper. All the stuff you see here should be in the white paper very soon. And we have expansion. So, you know, every game has expansions. They will have expansion as well. So, like I say, a tapping might not be the tapping in the future. It might be something else completely. We're gonna make it more fun, faster, funner. So, currently we're developing 9 games. So, like the whole circus that you saw there, like with the Leno Go and Food Truck Tycoon, you know, we're all developing that, but we're also adding mini games. Right now, we're not able to do it weekly yet because the engine is not finished, but we'll be able eventually to get some mini games to the game, like Royalty Rush, and also have our own game ecosystem. With under one bot, we'll be able to play lots of stuff. So this is coming, but not yet. But this is something that we could do with the engine. And then new modules, like RPG modules, strategy, casual games, card games, real-time battles, stuff like that. So this one timeline for that, I don't know. This is the guy who come up with the timelines. I know that it will not be in weeks. It will be in months and years. So this is ongoing work that we have for the Rush engine. For the roadmap, so this is what you're going to see in the really, really near future. Today you saw the instant prizes. Very soon you will see daily rewards. You log in every single day, you will get rewards. With every 10 days you will get 1,000 tokens. So here is 100, but we're changing mathematics all the time, so we get the tokens. But if you miss one day, you start from 0. So we want you to log in every day, basically. Even if you just have to log in, that's it. Don't look at the prizes, they will be improved, but day 8, 9, 10, they will be the really good rewards, like, you know, premium loot box that costs $20, for instance. We have a tutorial for the new players. So new players, you come in, you tap, it's an animation, and then once you tap it, we show you, okay, you click here, you add the building, open a loot box, you get some building, and you have the game. And later we show you, okay, now tap a little bit more, you build that Eiffel Tower, now you might have a ticket, and once you have a ticket, here, click here on, now you participate in the possible PlayStation win. So this is something that we are planning for the new players. So we are working on the 2 fronts, end game, new players. You know, we need to improve the retention metrics for the new players. We need to make the game more understandable. When you send invitation to your friends, we want them to quickly, in like 2 minutes, get it. Okay, I know what this game is all about, you know, and that's what we're planning to do. While end game, you know, level 15, 20, 30, you know, you will have stuff to do. So somebody came to me and told me, I have 20 billion points. Haha, I finished the game. What now? I told him, look, to get to level 1 of Paragon, you need to have all the city services at level 30, and that's 800 billion points total. And he's like, oh crap. And then to get to level 10 Paragon, you need to have 500 billion points. So there's a lot of things to do later on. So we just, you know, starting the game. So there will be a lot of things to progress further. I'm looking at the time. We still have some time, so it's good. Very quickly, this might change because sometimes, you know, we think like, oh, the daily login is gonna be so easy. You're gonna make it in 1 day, and then it happens that it's 2 weeks. It's not finished yet because it's more difficult than we thought. But if this is a perfect case scenario that today is 6.0, we came out with the instant prizes. There will be a hot fix to it because we screw up some things. So and we're gonna make it look a little better. But this week we should have 6.1, which is the invest page. I talk about it in a sec. Then in 07, you should see daily login and merging cost. Merging cost wasn't there when you merge token. You didn't pay anything. That will be changed. But don't worry, it's not that much RP points. You know, just creating a little bit of the sync for RP points, so you have always decision to make. Should I do this or that and that, right? Tutorial. for new users, that's 0.8. That's the key. Before that, we can't do really much marketing, So when we get the tutorial finished, then this is when we do big collaborations. But after tutorial, it's actually, we can say everything finished, 1.0 started. But for 1.0, we're trying to add extra stuff. Rush boosters, the new grades of the famous buildings, paragon levels, and famous building. If you have 2 legendary, 1 star, you can change them to a base of 2 star. And this is a big change, because even now I have only, I think, level 17, and I have like 6, 7 legendary 1 star that I don't use them because I have already too many buildings. So I will switch them, and I'll have 7 tier 2, right? Tier 4 2 stars. So and I will level up slowly and be happy to the point that I get to artifact or titan. Like I say, I don't expect any titan to see in at least 1 year. And even if you spend money heavily, I don't expect you to see in 1 year titan. That's how hard it's gonna be. All right. So the last thing that I want to mention is the Launchpad. So that's we have to create something totally new. That again, Launchpad. Think about Launchpad as CDFI, or think about as a sports network where projects are released there. You invest in money, and then the project has money and you get a token for lower price than listing price, right? Those are the Launchpads. So what we decided is we create a Launchpad inside the app. This is I think the first Launchpad on Telegram, right? And this is also part of the engine, so we can reuse it or give it all the projects to sell. So currently, it looks like this. But we are, of course, working on that, so it's a work in progress. And we should be able to expect to see it this week or next week. It gives you opportunity, if you want, to invest in Rush token at a big discount. So you have a 44.44 discount on the token if you enter here, 33.33% if you enter here, and 22.22% if you enter here. So this basically gives us the dollars that you invest to marketing, to bring it more, so we have more richer sponsors and stuff like that. We need more users in the game. More users, everything is bigger, better, faster. So this is what we are looking for, the Launchpad, right? And unlike anything else, every time you do the investment, cumulative, you'll be able to get instant rewards right now. So maybe if you click here, you have like maybe inside the game like 10 loot boxes, 20 tickets, maybe here like 5 premium buildings, so you'll be getting stuff that you will buy in the game anyway if you are investing in the game. But here, the bonus of that is that you will also have a token. And the token will be vested over 12 months. So it's a linear vesting. And there's 3 months cliff. So we will not give you the token today. This is very important. You get the token 3 months after the listing. Why? Again, we don't want people to dump it. Because if you get it for 0.025 and the listing price is 0.045, you double your money. You just allow people to dump it and the price will go down. We don't want it. We're not going to make the same mistake. To the point that, we decided not to go to the Launchpads, like I mentioned earlier, just because we don't want the token to be dumped. If we don't raise the money, so be it. We'll find a way to increase the traffic organically to the team and have a different way of investment for the Royalty Rush engine. But we're giving this to the community. It's optional, and and you'll be able to get the tokens. You will be able to have a history, and you have a time to when you're going to get the tokens at what period. It will be usually 15 of each month. Yes. Also, we have a subscription method that as long as you invest any amount every single month, you will be getting a bonus of points. So if you invest $5, $5, $5, $5, $5, you'll be able to get some bonuses. Of course, like you might have 10% bonus here of tokens, of all tokens, right? You might be able to get to 20% of the bonus tokens if you invested a little bit. And here, you'll be able to get legendary 5-star NFT right here if you donate, as long as you reach a threshold. And this is going to be in the information. You will be able to get artifact NFT 5 stars, and you'll be able to get Titan NFT 5 stars. Titan NFT 5 stars, you will require a lot to get. We are talking about, if you have very bad luck, hundreds of loot boxes, hundreds of thousands of loot boxes to get to the Titan. Standard loot boxes. Premium one will be much faster. So, of course, because that many loot boxes are needed, what we are going to be doing? We are going to be giving you loot boxes in a task. You know, active gameplay. We want active player. We are going to have also a competition for you. So I stop it here, but we're going to have a competition for you. Coming out soon. Everybody asking leaderboards, where are going to be leaderboards, you know? And Michael told me it's easy to make it, and it's fast. But I'm not gonna bother his head with the leaderboards right now because we have more urgent things to do. But we actually the idea came from Joseph that let's do event to invite your friends, where you be able, well, everybody going to be winning something, but it's going to be a leaderboard where you inviting your friends, and we will count friends or friends or friends are also your friends, and we're going to be count how many levels all your friends together generated, and everybody going to win loot boxes, tickets. You know, you're gonna see your which position you are, and the top positions you're going to get rush tokens. You know, RMV tokens, NFTs, and we are planning to have a major prize pool for that. The reason why, guys, we need to bring the user amount higher. Once we get to around a few million users or 50,000 active users, we are going to be one of the most famous products out there. You know, the hamster is about to give the age drop. So what's next? Royalty Rush, of course, right? So this is it. This is the stop. I have no more slides for you to show. I got on time, which is great.
Yes.
And I will take a couple questions from you. And then maybe Miherda, if you have some technical issues.
Yeah, so I'll also try to be actively answer your questions. So you have the also developer of the game here. You can forward your questions. I'll try to do my best. So let's select a couple more questions and reward people with the prizes. Let's see what we have for now. People write their new questions.
So maybe before a question, I have a surprise. We have
okay.
Two things happening. First thing, guys, because this is live, so go to Royalty Rush chat, right? In the next 1 minute, write down your level. That's it. Write down your level. Go to Royalty Rush chat, write down your level. That's it. Everybody will get in the couple days premium loot box and 5 standard loot boxes.
Oh, that's a lot.
So big thank you for coming here. This is the surprise that we have. So enjoy that. You know, I should get it too because I'm here, right?
Yeah, but you didn't write it to the chat, so I don't know about it. Write it right away.
That's the
Otherwise,
the second thing, right? I'm writing it. The second thing that I need you to guys know that we have a mystery box. Yes, mystery box, and actually the price will be $1,000 worth of NFTs on the Royalty Metaverse. It's going to be huge. It's like 2 times more value than PlayStation we had. So this is the special price. There will be some tier 0, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. It will be a lovely package of NFTs bundle as a mystery price. Not this chat, guys.
Telegram
chat. Right here.
Yeah, go write something there. Probably it will be one of the most active times for our chat.
All right. I see.
Yeah.
I see quite a lot of you coming in. So now here, Telegram chat.
Yes.
All right. Well,
So
this is the way for me to avoid the questions. So thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
yeah. So I don't see something new, a new question written to the chat. So I'll check the previous one.
Surprise for non-players. Marco, hopefully you will have a chance to win the Rio NFTs on the Metaverse. This is the guy who is choosing the winners. So that's the only thing I can offer right now.
It is chosen automatically. So guys, I'm not choosing manually. So if someone doesn't win anything, don't blame me. It's automatically done.
He makes the bot. He makes the bot.
Okay, so there's one interesting question I didn't quite understand. Maybe you'll understand.
YouTube.
So, is there gonna be a payment or ton transaction on the TGE in the future?
Yes. We do have some stuff left for ton. The reason why we're working for a strategic partnership with ton, we want to be on the ton network, so yes, mainly those stuff will be optional stuff that you don't need it. For example, instant prizes, it's optional. Lucky wheel, extra spins is optional. You don't really need it, but it help you speed up, or you help you to get like maybe 1 Ethereum prizes, right? It's a lottery. It helps us monetize a little bit, not other than that. And loot boxes. It's still optional because you can, by playing actively, you will be able to get 5-10 loot boxes daily. But if you need 1,000 of them today, so with ton. Those are the things that we do. We trying to avoid pay to win, but some of it we need to, just because some players rather invest because they don't have time to play. We understand that, and this is the same mechanics as in the mobile games.
All right. A question by Munra: Will there be personal avatars, and can we customize our avatar or anything else inside of the game as we level up, maybe?
So I know that person didn't read the white paper, I guess. But in the roadmap, there is profile picture or something like that. That's what I meant by the avatar when I was creating the section of the roadmap. I'm the game designer for this game, so I actually come up with the ideas. Well, a lot of ideas coming here as well from the team, but the roadmap actually was from me. And the profile picture is an avatar. They will have some specific. Not only they're gonna look differently, but they're going to be looking and doing something else, right? We have the role-playing mechanics going to be involved in the game, where different avatars have a different perks, but that's something for us to create the design yet. Every time we add an additional feature on top of the existing game, we have to be very careful not to break the game, so I don't want to say too much, but yeah.
Oh, we're hiding the pigeon. It's our mascot. Let's move to the left and give some screen time to our pigeon. So a question by J Star: How do we even use physical prizes in our game to promote the game?
Right. How we physical prize?
Yeah, like for example, we're giving different game consoles.
Okay. Two things. A lot of players in the Telegram are not Web3 players, right? They're not. They don't have a wallet, so why should we stop them of having rewards? They will not get the mining rewards because they don't have a wallet. They don't want to bother to learn, and it's completely fine. But by playing the game, they can still get to the high levels to eventually earn tickets. And it's a reward for them for staying active. And for those people, they still help us as a project. Even though they don't spend money, they do two things. They're watching the advertisements, which monetize the project, and they do tasks, which goes to the business partners that monetize from that. So this is kind of reward structure for those Web2 players. But for Web3 players, it's also a reward structure because, come on, what other project gives away game console, stuff like that? You know, it's just fun. You know, like we want you to keep coming every day and feel like, okay, what's the new price today? Maybe I'm gonna win something. Let's have those tickets anyway. What I have to do with them? Let's give it a try. If you don't want it, give it to your friend. You know, if I win PlayStation right now, I wouldn't keep it because I have PlayStation at home, but I would probably give it to Staszek or Michele because they want it. So I'll give it to somebody. You know, it's just fine. It's a fine interaction that we can offer to keep retention, and retention is the key. When you see the Wheel of Fortune every 6 hours, when we're gonna have a box, which is open the chest every 4 hours. When you have the daily login every day, when you have a instant price free every day, once a day, when you have all this kind of stuff, it asks you to go back to the game a couple times over and over. It's a retention. So you know your retention become day 1, day 2, day 7, day 30, and that what tells us if the game is successful, if the game has a healthy metrics or not. We have a problem with day 1 retention because nobody understands in the game that when they come in, well, what am I supposed to do here? That's why we have a tutorial. You come here, you play tutorial for like 20, 30 seconds. You know you're gonna be earning tokens. You're gonna be earning PlayStation, and then you know you're going to have fun. So this is all about retention metrics when we're talking about also those kind of daily rewards. Those are fun. I mean, I put the Astrobot with my team. Not many tickets there. Somebody who won the game because it's 10 out of 10 score on PlayStation. Somebody gonna try to win it, put more tickets because not many people play there. They will have a more chance to win it, and if they win it, I'm happy for them. They got something that otherwise they have to buy it.
Yes, and I see Munra mentioned that actually when it comes to Avatar, he was asking if it would be 3D and like walking around the city. We haven't decided on it yet, but it is also an option. We'll see what's the best fitting option, and we'll go with the one that is can blend in the game and would be best in performance when it comes to performance wise, and when it comes to the design and being visually appealing.
But you say that you want to make a feature that, if I remember correctly, that you'll be able to see all your friends as a population in your city. And
yes,
they'll be
that
able
was
to
an
walk.
idea.
Yeah.
And yeah, I actually want to make it there you can interact with your friends more. You can visit your friends. Maybe visiting your friend will give you and your friends some other extra bonuses. So you will not open the game and see your own game, own city, and live it. I think this will also give the feeling of competition or maybe curiosity because you'll go check what is the status and the state of your friend's city. I think it can increase the gameplay and the joy you get from the gameplay.
Yeah, and I want to add it to the visuals, right? Because right now you see the game as a tiles. You know, you have 20 tiles of the buildings. The idea is to actually change it so that it will be much more natural. One of the aspects of the roadmap is that every single city service will have a 3D model. Every time that you upgrade for example, police station, you actually see that on the map. If you have higher population count, you will see small houses coming out, you know, and the city will grow naturally. You're actually going to be building not square map, but a natural looking city with the famous locations all over it. That's kind of the concept. So of course, you have to scroll, right, around the city and stuff like this. Will it be possible to move one place to another? Probably not. That's too much of a request for the bot, but you could probably move districts from place to place. So that is going to be possible. So there's a lot of things on work, but we are talking about patch 1.4, 1.5 for this kind of changes. Mm-hmm. But yes, avatars. This was idea from actually me heard that I want every of my friends to be here, and then at the same time I want to be able to visit my friends' cities. So that's the idea.
Yes.
And every city will have a real name. So remember when I mentioned countries and cities expansion? So if you level enough, right, you will randomly have a way to, get the NFT of that city, and only one city for one player. So once you get a Seattle, nobody in the world will be able to have a Seattle, and your name would be called Seattle. You cannot have another name, but you can sell it on the marketplace and buy from somebody else another city, because then we know you are in Seattle, you're building Seattle, and your president is of United States. So that's going to be in the future expansion. So of course there's a lot of things we are playing for that, and it's going to be fun. And then that's when you're not going to be tapping all the time, but actually going to be thinking, what should I do next with this district?
Will it be possible to become friends without inviting someone? I want to be friends with my Reality Metaverse friends. I think it is something we need to consider later on. Maybe you can change your friend. I don't know. Do we need to have a limit to the friends? What do you think?
Do we have a limit of friends?
No, we don't have, but maybe because right now you can only be friends by if someone invited you and you are not actually following them.
I understand what he means. Like, if somebody is already playing the game and can you friend them? Up to you. I think this is a good idea.
Yeah, I think we need to think about it. Or we can have a similar but different mechanic, like you following someone and they follow back, like kind of like social media.
I think this is a good idea, especially when we have a countries and clans, because, for example, you come up with city of, I don't know, Berlin, but your friends are in the United States. So you don't want to have a Berlin. You sell the market, you find some Tonawanda town of in New York State, and then you buy this. You become city of Tonawanda, and you with your friends playing there. So this is a good idea. I will definitely keep it in mind, but yeah, we totally should be able to have the friends that we didn't invite, but we can see the progress. We want to have probably as quick as next week the leaderboards, so you'll be able to see progress of every single player in the game. But I think highlighting your friends will be also very cool. And maybe getting some bonus of that. Yeah.
Yeah, possible. I like cooperating inside of the game, and
I have very few friends, so I need this function, man.
Yeah, you have to. Okay, there's one question that is about the prizes. I don't know if you need to reveal it. If not, we can pass it. Will we pay for the shipping of the physical rewards? Is there a tax for that?
All right. So we think about it, because if you win, for example, console, we pay the shipping naturally, and we will try to buy it from the international shop that is with your country. For example, if you like in UK or United States, whatever, we use Amazon to buy it. If you are maybe in like Brazil, and there's eBay on Brazil, we try to use Brazilian eBay to buy it, right? So but not always we'll be able to do it, maybe because we don't speak language, or maybe because we just simply dump, right? So if this happens from our side, we will offer you a voucher for US dollars. If on the other side, if you don't want the real price, for example, you want the PlayStation 5, but you don't want it, you tell us, I want 50% of the value of the price in Rush token or USDT. So you, as a winner, you have option to not get the physical item, but 50% of the worth of the item, unless that item is sponsored by a sponsor, and they don't allow the switch to dollars. So if somebody, for example, Sony came out and gave us 5 PlayStation Pro, and we need to deliver them, then there's no option like this. But we will help you pay the border fees. Just contact us, we'll figure out something.
Okay, I think we already answered quite a lot of questions. We can slowly wrap it up.
All right.
So,
guys, thank you very much for being here. It's been really a hell of the road, right? For Reality Metaverse, for Reality Rush. I really enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it too. I see a lot of new people, so that's really good. We will go back to monthly AMA, even though I don't have time. I try to be active every day on the Telegram to answer questions, so just give you some, but I will try to do the AMA because I know this helps you. Don't worry about the token price. Chances are that when we go on the KuCoin, we'll drop even more. That's how the exchange is working, unfortunately. Don't think short term, think long term. Think about this is a shitty situation in the market. If you believe in what we are doing, just go and stake those tokens. Like if you don't plan to sell it, stake them. Go play with us. We figure out always to make our community better. We are here for years. We are not going anywhere. We are going to be developing. And if we are trying to do something, as you can see with the Reality Rush, we're not going to just copy somebody. We're going to make it better. We're going to make the best product there is on the Telegram. And I really believe right now, Reality Rush is the feature richest game on Telegram. And it's just the beginning. It's just 5% of what we are planning to do. So with that, thank you very much. Michał, thank you very much for the support with the development and all the nights that we haven't slept. We're almost there to 1.0, and this is when the game begins.
Thank you for everyone who's playing, who's still playing, actively playing. Thank you for the hearts I see you are sending. Thank you for everyone who joined and listened to us and didn't leave us alone here. For the prizes, if your question was selected, for contact with John Berg, our team member. He'll help you out with the reward distribution. And you can watch the AMA after we finish it. It will still available as a video in our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot. See you in our upcoming AMA sessions. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
See ya.